Hi everyone, it's Bethany and...
Hi.
Madeline. You can say your name. Say in Madeline.
I'm Madeline.
From Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. I decided to do more of a do-it-yourself type video for this tutorial. I think all of us, our lives have gone topsy-turvy in the last week or so, and most of us are quarantined at home. I am here in New Hampshire quarantined with both my children, so I am trying to get creative with things to entertain them with and keep us not from going bored and crazy and losing our minds. So with that, I noticed a lot of people online are doing puzzles. This is awesome. I think this is great. In a way, people are, using this time to kind of de-stress and spend time with their families a little more. But what I found was we have this great puzzle. I cannot take credit for this. Madeline put this together at her dad's house. I picked up this puzzle at the Goodwill for like $1. Was it like $1?
Yeah.
It was super cheap. And I thought maybe they would have missing pieces because it was from the Goodwill. You never know. But it was all there. And it's from Rockefeller Plaza in New York City. Isn't that great? So they put it together. He gave it back to me. And we decided we want to keep it together. It's such a cool puzzle. And I thought, since a lot of people are kind of cooped up right now, probably putting together puzzles, maybe they would like to keep them as a keepsake or hang them up. And how do you do that? So we are going to show you how we are going to glue this permanently together with Mod Podge. And we are also going to use, the other thing that we'll need to get is a shower curtain, which I happen to have. I'm one of these people, I kind of buy things in bulk. I do that already. So I had an extra cheap shower curtain laying around. So we're going to show you in a time-lapse video of us getting the puzzle on top of the shower curtain, and then we're going to go to the next step, which would be actually applying the Mod Podge, which will actually be keeping the puzzle glued together. We need to get this puzzle off here because this is going to be our new puzzle table. It's really cool. I picked this up at the Salvation Army. It's got this great trim around it, so it's perfect to keep a puzzle. So we want to start on a new puzzle. Yes. Which one do you want to do?
I don't know yet.
Your donut one?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so we got to start on a new puzzle, but we got to get this one glued first. So yes. We're going to do a time lapse. I'm going to cut this shower curtain to size underneath this puzzle, and let's get it going. Okay, we are back. We were able to get the puzzle. Hey there. On our shower curtain, I also put 2 bricks so the shower curtain wouldn't move. It was pretty slippery here on my carpet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pour the Mod Podge into 2 separate containers because Madeline's going to help me apply it as well. So she's going to have her own container to dip in, me as well. I'm going to use 2-inch foam brushes. I've seen other people online use more of a chippy brush, and the one complaint I've seen is that people get brush strokes in the Mod Podge. So we're going to try and get this as smooth as possible. So we're just going to be pouring it on, and then we're going to be dragging the Mod Podge from one end in a continuous swoop all the way to the end of the puzzle. That way we will have less like strokes. Like it'll have one continuous swoop, so it won't look all messy. That's what we're hoping will happen here. So we're going to get started doing that. We're going to do that also on a time lapse. So enjoy watching. My video. Anyways, we just finished putting our first layer of Mod Podge on. It's like a thick glue. And you can manipulate it and move it around quite a bit, but what we were trying to do is kind of like keep going from one end to the other and getting all of it flat, because we just found like we would have it raise and puddle up in some areas. And then we made sure we went around the edging perimeter of it at the end and got it all around the perimeter. So we're gonna let this dry overnight, and then we're gonna check it in the morning. It should be dry, and then we're gonna flip it over on the back side and do it one more time with the Mod Podge, and then we should be finished, and then we can get a frame for it and forever remember it. Okay? We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! I wanted to quickly show everyone, this is about an hour after we apply the Mod Podge. You can see here, it's gone from like a cloudy, milky color. It is almost dry, and you can tell now the puzzle is very vibrant. Before it looked, you know, like cloudy milk substance going all over it, and it's now dried really clear, and it looks really, really nice, and I'm happy so far with the results. And I think the foam brush helped quite a bit with eliminating any type of like brush strokes. So we will check on this in the morning, and we'll flip it on its back side and apply another layer of the Mod Podge, and then we will be through with this project. Hey you guys, we are back. It is the next day. Biscuit is excited. Are you excited to tell everybody what we did? So the Mod Podge has been drying for, gosh, I'm gonna say probably over 12 hours at least. It looks really great. It's clear. So what we need to do is we have to flip it, and we have to do a layer on the other side. And so what we're gonna do, go ahead, we're gonna lift it, and we're gonna try and, well, Madeline, what we first need to do, yep, get your finger under there and separate it from the shower curtain. So what's great about this, you guys, and some of it I can feel, can you see some of that's wet? So some of the Mod Podge is still wet along the edges underneath. It's like Elmer's glue. What I've been told with other YouTube videos, if you put this on, say, like wax paper, the wax paper is going to stick all along the edges. You're going to have to rip it off or take an X-Acto knife around the edge. That's why we opted here to put it on the shower curtain. That way we don't have to tear anything off. The only thing that I'm seeing as a negative, I guess, is it's a little wet here around the edges. So I'm going to go get a wet wipe and wipe that away, so we don't have that here. I'll give you one as well, Madeline.
Okay.
Do you see where it's wet underneath here?
Yes,
I'm gonna push it this way.
I really see.
So right here.
Oh, right here.
We're gonna easily wipe it away. This is great.
Yeah.
Where it's wet, and then that way when we turn it over, it's not on any of the wet Mod Podge. It's gonna be all gone. Okay.
Can we just lay that right there?
Yeah, you can lay that right there. All right. So I'm gonna just make sure all the wet stuff is removed. It is. Okay, are you ready to flip this baby over?
Nope.
Nope?
No.
Do you want me to just do? It's actually staying really nice.
Oh, wow.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, we have to take off the tape.
Yes.
Oh.
Nope, that's gonna be okay. I think that might be okay. Okay, so what her dad did at his house, which is a great idea, he taped the underside of it with like packing tape, which really helped keep this puzzle together. And I debated, again, this is our first puzzle that we've glued together, so we're learning as we go. I debated whether or not we should remove this tape in order for us to put the Mod Podge on this side, but what I think I'm gonna do, I think we're gonna leave it because...
Well, don't we need to get it like in the...
Yeah, okay, so if we remove the tape, we would have to then apply. But you know what I think is going to happen? If we remove it,
It's not going to work out that way.
I think it's going to rip some of the puzzle. So what I think we're going to do is we're just going to leave it as is on the back side because it seems really intact. What I think we're going to do on the other side, I think we should add another layer.
Okay.
So my advice to people, you can do this one or two ways. You can either put tape on the back side and then put two applications of the Mod Podge on the front. As you can see, this is it's really tight. It's really sturdy. It's really not moving anywhere. I think we could probably even just frame it as is. but just as a precaution, I think we should just put on another layer to really make sure it stays together nice for us. I think we should just bypass, and we're not going to put any on the back side for us because, like I said, ours is taped. If yours isn't taped, this is when I would apply a layer of the Mod Podge on the back as well as the front. So we're going to kind of do a time-lapse video again. We're going to put another layer on the front, and then this is like good to go, I think, to go get them framed. Yeah. So what I've heard is you can go to like to Hobby Lobby, bring a puzzle in. They have some frames already, or you might have to have one made to size, and they're relatively cheap. But for our first puzzle, what do you think? Look at it. I mean, you feel it.
Yeah.
It's intact. It's not going anywhere. I have a little bit of glue here that I kind of have to, just a little bit, that I got to trim up. But other than that, this is really easy to do and relatively inexpensive. The Mod Podge that you can get, ours was $8.99 at Hobby Lobby, and I had a 40% off coupon, so relatively cheap. So good luck, everyone, with your puzzles, right? We'll just do another time lapse here. You want to get another layer on?
Okay.
Just to make sure it's all on? Okay. We'll do that, and easy peasy, you guys. Best of luck with your puzzles. Best of luck of being quarantined and staying safe, right?
Yep.
Right. We getting bored yet? A little bit. Let's show her what puzzle are you going to do next?
Okay.
Our next 1,000-piece puzzle that we are going to do, that we're going to end up gluing as well. Ooh, it's donuts. Check this one out. This is the next one we're going to be doing. I hope it doesn't take us that long. But this will be a fun one to glue together. So, you guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do. There is a button in the right-hand corner. It's a red button. I usually do videos on furniture restoration work, but I'm getting a little creative this week and doing some, we might do some art projects, right? Maybe. Kind of shake things up a little bit to ease the boredom along with my regular videos. But thank you for joining us. I hope this was helpful, and maybe you can do this with your family and your kiddos. All right, till next time, we will see you guys soon. Bye.